All right, it is recording. So welcome everyone. I'm so glad you're all here. Some of you, like I said, know me from prior, but I'll introduce myself again. I am Elyse Ann Psychic, the Psychic Liaison, Bridge the Unseen. And this is what I do for a living. I do readings with people. I do other things too. You can always visit my website if you ever want to, elyseannpsychic.com. Actually, when you go there, go ahead and sign up for my email list if you'd like. I exclusively for my email list, I send out a 3-card channeled message every month just from my email list. So that was going to be at the end, but I segued right into it. So there you go. It's at the beginning. So, all right. So we're going to do mini readings today. And what I do is I just try and kind of keep by how my gallery is so I don't lose track of everyone. Because I'm known to do that. I get so involved in what I'm doing. When I am reading for you, have the, absolutely, if you have a question or something doesn't make sense, let me know. And I just always like to tell everyone that free will, free choice with everything I say, and you must discern for yourself. I'm here as a psychic to guide you. I get the information and I share it with you. And I do this all from a space of love and compassion to help others, to help you grow, to move along in your path, whatever it may be. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm assuming everybody that's here is here because I do want a mini reading. Otherwise, probably you wouldn't be here today. So I'm so excited to see all these faces. It's awesome. All right. So I'm going to start with Abby. Okay, Abby, is that okay?
Yeah.
You're in the top corner, honey. I feel like I'm looking at
Nice.
the Brady Bunch.
Right on.
Actually, it's the exact number. It's 9 right now.
That's cool.
That's so funny. I kind of like that. All right, so here we go, Abby. You ready, sweetie? Go ahead and take a nice deep breath. I feel like you've had some really good things happening, and I feel like you also, though, are dragged down. I feel like someone or maybe 2 people in your life you've been having a little bit of an issue with. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. As you can see, I use cards. I'm shuffling, but they're really just launching off points. Lots of times, like you saw, I just open up and here we go. So it's awesome. All right, so Abby, here we go. And I just want to let everybody know. Sorry, Abby, give me 1 second, just so
No
everybody
worries.
knows. You're gonna be receiving messages from some of the other things. So hopefully you'll hang around and be able to listen to everybody else's reading, because that way, like I said, you'll get additional messages. It always happens. So okay, so hi, Joanne, I think it is. Yep.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? All
I'm
right, welcome. I'm glad you're joining us. Okay, Abby, let's go ahead and get started. Enough of my chit chat. You know me, I could go on for a long time. My friends and I, we have to look at each other and go, okay, really got to go now. Okay, Abby, here we go, sweetheart. You have some joy about some things. Very interesting new beginnings card came out just as I was getting that message for you. I did say before that there were some good things, positive things going on around you. Some of this is you're doing. You've made some decisions to change things, to shift things, to want to really make a difference and do things differently. You understand? I don't know if this is actually, Abby, I'm not sure it's really a career change, but there's something you're doing differently, maybe within you.
I'm
Pardon me?
moving.
You're moving. Well, that causes a big change and a shift, but you're staying in the same career. Are you looking to do it a little differently? There's some shifting going on in that arena.
Yeah. Same career, but approaching it differently for sure.
Okay, perfect. Because I get a feel of a change. Excuse me, I gotta let someone else in. Okay, let's pull another card. The waiting game. Okay, well, you're moving, and you told me that, obviously. Let me pull one more card and see. Interesting. Solar plexus. All right. This is what I'm hearing for you, Abby. It feels as if you wait for a lot of things to be like, to have your ducks in a row. Every once in a while, you'll be spontaneous and you'll jump out there, but you tend to kind of like your balance of having things in order before you jump out and do many changes. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Interesting. The wisdom card came out. So, you journal because I feel like you connect with your spirit team, and they're telling me that you write the messages down or you do some journaling.
I used to. I haven't in a while.
Ah, that's why they're bringing it up.
Okay.
Okay. Guess what?
What's going
Time to
on?
get at it again, my dear love. Time to get at it again.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really important. It helps, definitely helps with your manifestation. You know, interesting card. They told me to grab one more, and it's interesting. It says trapped in fear. Okay, so what I'm hearing from your team, sweetheart, is when you're feeling, I mean, that's a human experience, you know, but when you're feeling that fear, that uncertainty, because I think again there too, you know, it's that you kind of like things in a row and think, you know, your ducks in a row and things are uncertain. Sometimes you'll stop like real abruptly, and it almost keeps you, it's almost like your head starts churning and you're looking at a lot of different things at once, like what about this and what about that, what about this, it's, you know, going into the fear. So spirit really wanted you to know today that they are with you. They're talking about your manifestation, they talked about journaling. Now they're saying when you're in that spot, remember they are around you and they are your guiding force, and with them by your side, just listen to them. Listen to them. You also feel, you hear and you feel when you get your information. Is that correct?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're telling me, so I'm giving it
Oh,
to
okay.
you.
Cool. Right on.
If you're not aware, now maybe
Yeah.
you are. So just turn to them. All right, my dear love.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, you're so welcome, Abby. Thank you so much. Okay, Anne, here we go, sweetheart. Are you ready?
Yes, I just unmuted myself.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, you were gonna
My
go ahead.
parents are from Brooklyn.
Your parents are from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents,
I lived in California since I was 7. I'm from New Jersey originally.
well, I was born in New York. We moved to Jersey when I was a young child, like infant, like little itty bitty. I think it was 2 or 3 months old. But all our families from New York.
Me too.
So, but I lived in Southern Cal too. So
I'm not in Silicon Valley.
oh, okay, okay, yeah, I was in Southern Cal, right outside of LA, Ventura County. I mean,
I'm in
San Fernando Valley, excuse me. So, yeah, I went through the Northridge earthquake. Not fun. So anyhow, I've been in the Phoenix area for 25 years and we'll be moving out of this area, possibly Northwest. Don't know when yet, waiting for it to manifest perfectly for me. So, all right, Anne, here we go, sweetheart. Let's go ahead and get to your reading. All right, all right. Let's see. Excuse me a minute. Somebody wants to come in. All right, Anne. My cards just want to fly all over the place today. All right, let's see what we got. Recognition and reward. Okay, to me, that some of that is self-recognition and reward. I feel like sometimes you are not necessarily giving yourself kudos for certain things that you accomplish. I think you're very hard on yourself. And when I say I think, that's an interpretation of the psychic information I am getting. I think you're very hard on yourself, and I think when you hit that certain milestone, or you come into these places where there is an opportunity to celebrate yourself and your accomplishment, I'm not sure you give yourself a wholehearted that, you know, great job. I think that you just expect so much of yourself. Do you understand?
Yeah, I tend to be a perfectionist, but I do reward myself. I took myself out for high tea on Sunday.
Well, it's not about, and that's beautiful. Reward, you know, rewarding yourself is great. It's not necessarily about those kind of rewards. I just mean in the moment. I feel like it's like you're not satisfied. Enough is not enough sometimes. That's what I think they're trying to get to, that you may reward yourself, but you don't necessarily always recognize it. Rewarding ourselves and just saying to ourselves, kudos, it's a fine line. I hope that makes sense. It's interesting. The other card I got for you was emotional withdrawal, but I feel that is connected with the recognition and reward, that you don't give yourself that that wonderful uplift. And it's very interesting, these cards, deception and envy came out. So I just really feel it really is all tied back around to celebrating yourself and your accomplishments, celebrating who you are, period, and to understand that you don't need to do anything extra special to celebrate you. You just are. You are. So I don't does that make sense to you?
Not completely.
Not completely? Okay. Well, let's keep going then. Intuition. Okay, prosperity begins. All right. So I'm gonna say then, let me dig in a little bit deeper for a minute here. And we got a couple people. Hold on one second. Okay. I just feel it all goes back into not recognizing as much as maybe you would be good. It would be good. I'm sorry. The doorbell, the bell for getting in keeps ringing. So I keep getting, I apologize. I'm sorry. And I kept, keep hearing it. I thought by now, yeah. So people are still showing up. Okay. Anyhow, let me circle back here, because the information I get, I always trust it, but sometimes I put it in box A instead of box C. There's something here though, honey, to do with you not recognizing yourself enough. And I think that your intuition kicks in. You've got good intuition, and I feel like you do listen to it. The prosperity begins. I don't know if there's something you're looking at doing to bring more financial prosperity to your world. If you haven't yet, there's something that's coming in for you concerning the financial abundance for yourself. And this is a mini reading, and I have quite a few people, so I can't go too deep, but it feels like either you're working on something right now, or there's something right around the corner when it comes to your financial stability and so forth. As for not recognizing your accomplishments, all I'm going to say, sweetheart, is if you'll just sit with it and see if something comes to you after the fact. That's all I ever ask of the information that I give. And again, remember, I could tweak it where I'm getting the information, but I'm putting it in box A instead of box C. Your life, I don't. But I they kept telling me that. So I just want to share that with you. Okay, sweetheart?
I know there are other people on the call, but I was hoping that you might bring something out about my moving. I've been looking for a new place.
You know what, honey? If I can come back to you, I will. I still have quite a few people to
All right.
in. Next time when we're on this call together, if you do have a question, this goes for anybody. If you want me to look into that, please feel free to do it right at the beginning. Just say to me, hey, I have a question. Okay, Ann, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I just got to make sure I get to everybody. All right. Thank you, Ann. Thank you. All right, Claudine, here we go, sweetheart. How are you? Here we go.
Well, this might be helpful because I have a question about moving as well. So maybe it could be for both of us.
All right. What is your question? Is it a specific or?
Yeah, that I want to know if I'll be moving from this apartment this year, if I'll be moving somewhere else into a different space.
Okay, but in the same area geographically, is that what you're asking, or just the country's open to you, or what?
Yeah, I feel like for my mainstay, I'm going to be more geographically where I am now.
Okay.
So yeah.
Let's take a look and see what Spirit has to say about that today for you, Claudine. Movement, choices, and decisions. Well, there you go. Reading's done. No, I'm just kidding. So, you know, I really do feel, and it's interesting because it's what it does confirm what I was getting in the beginning, but I wanted to check it because it was coming in like real strong. Really, the choice is yours. And I mean, that's kind of a logical statement to make, but truly the energies are behind you. What is it that you want, Claudine? You've been wanting to move from that apartment, yet you get wishy-washy is what I'm being told. And that's part of why it hasn't created, because you put the energy out there and then you go, wait, I'm gonna put, wait, I don't know. And then it's over here going, I don't know, what does she want to do? And then you go, yeah, I want to move. And you push it out again. And then you go, wow. And then you pull the energy back. And that's, you know, how energy works. You know that. So
Right.
I really feel your team is behind you on this. What is it that you want? An interesting card, fertility card. Fertility card is all about rebirth. It's all about ideas. It's all about growth. I do feel that you want to move from this apartment because you do feel stagnant.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard growth
Yeah.
and then it told me stagnant. So honestly, sweetheart, you know, it feels as if you want to, you can do this. But
Okay.
I feel you're going to be wishy-washy for the next 6 months on this. That's
Okay.
the way it feels to me. All right. And it's interesting, the temptation card came out. And that
Okay.
just means I think you're very into your memories and just your comfort, you know, like we all are, comfort zones, and where
Yeah.
you know, and even though you may want to move from there, it's like, oh yeah, this is home. So you have this real internal conflict that runs on the subconscious too. That's part of
Right.
what's keeping you from moving forward and
Yeah,
moving
and I
out of
think
there.
it's not necessarily the physical location, but the living situation that speaks to.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
So manifest. What your spirit team is suggesting, Claudine, I know you know this, but they're gonna have me say it. Sit in a quiet space, get in your stillness, get in your quiet, and just meditate on it. What is it that you truly want? Okay, because you do have
Okay.
some conflicts going on and they're fighting each other. And that's kind of why you're just sitting there going around in a circle almost. You understand? All
I
right.
gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you're so welcome, Claudine. Thank you, sweetheart. Hi, Kelly. How are you? You want to unmute? There you
Hello.
go. Hi.
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty well, thank you. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say for you. And I've got you in the back of my mind, honey. If they'll blurt out an answer, I'm kind of putting it out there to them. So let's see what'll happen, okay, Anne? If they do, they do. We'll see. Maybe they blurt something out with Claudine's reading. But the one thing I can tell you I just heard is expand your view. In other words, I don't know if you're looking at just one direction. I'm sorry, Kelly, give me 1 second.
No, you're okay.
But I feel like, you know, leave your options a little bit wider open. All right, that's one thing I just heard. Okay, so Kelly, here we go, sweetheart. Well, interesting, the stand your ground card just flew out of the deck as I said your name. You know, you are practicing that. You're really good at it in certain places or certain arenas, if you will, certain situations. Other situations, darn, why didn't I? Or darn, why didn't I say this? That's the way it feels to me. Interesting. I love it. Here's a validation card, awareness. So for you, Kelly, you are stepping more and more into your awareness of the situations. You're also, they said, becoming much more aware of your environment. So I think you're getting, getting much more sensitive in some ways to people around you. You don't, you're not really wanting to tolerate the BS so much anymore. And that's not only in the outside world. I feel some of that is like almost an internal world too, or your very intimate circle, if you will, your closest people. You're just like, okay. And I feel like there's somebody in your world that has a little bit of more drama than you really want in your life anymore. I feel like there's one person in particular that's just drama. Oh my God. And you're just like, you know, you love this person, but you're just like, yeah. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay. So that's the way it feels to me. So as you, you know, you can, with that situation, you can word things in a certain way that'll maybe start to bring down some of that drama in that I'll say relationship or environment with that
Right.
person. Okay. So, interesting. Throat chakra came out. It's all about your communication, honey. So I feel like that's a validation for you that spirit, is really saying with love, always with love and compassion, communicate your truth.
Yeah.
Okay, you're working on that one too. I feel sometimes you kind of blurt it out, you're like, and other times you're much more aware of how you're approaching. Understand?
Yeah. Yep. I'm working on it.
Beautiful. That's all. You know what? That's the most beautiful gift we can give ourselves is to work on it, and to keep shifting it. That's what it's all about. So kudos to you, Kelly. That's awesome.
Yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome. Thank you, Kelly. All right, Joanne, here we go, sweetheart. How are you?
Hi, I have a question. Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Well, is my mate coming soon?
Your mate?
Am I going to see my mate? Am I going to meet somebody for my life partner?
You want to hear a funny story and then I'll look at your reading?
Sure.
So I've been single for a long time. And I would say, hey, when's my partner coming in? When's my partner coming in? I had a couple readings, because the psychics, we're so emotionally involved that, there are things we just can't read for ourselves on. It's just because we're like you, we want it so much. Our own emotions and everything get in the way. But then I had a couple psychics say, yeah, you're going to be getting a male dog coming into your life. Okay. I hear you, spirit. When is my human male? So I've learned to say human male. Of course, I'm hetero, but human female, whatever you're into, it doesn't matter. But I've learned to say my human male on this physical plane. Present
Yes, my human male on this physical plane. Am I going to meet him soon?
Yeah, I mean, they scared me straight, boy, let me tell you.
That's why we have to get the teaching sometimes, hey?
Right, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. Okay, when is your mate coming in? Joanne, part of what I'm hearing for you is to relax a little bit more. In other words, I think you get a little caught up in, thinking about the logistics of it. Well, I'm this way. I wonder if he's going to be that way. And I'm this way. And I don't like this. I wonder if he's going to, you'll work it out. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. Let's meet the person first, the human male. Let's meet the human male first. You scare yourself a little bit with your intuition because I feel like you've been told along the way that you're going to meet somebody and then you kind of freak out. You kind of like, oh, I don't know. Am I ready? Oh my God, is it him? Is it him? Is it him? So you kind of tend to get into this place where you're in there with the spoon and you're stirring the pot, even though the pot doesn't need to be stirred. You understand?
Yeah, and I think the other part to that too is I'm at home a lot. And then I think, well, how, and I enjoy it here. And I like for example, on Sunday, I was outside all day. We had a backyard fire, had my family over. But if I'm not out and about, if people don't see me, is he just going to come to my door? Should I just believe in that? Or should just give, just rest a little bit in it like you're telling me? And it's okay. It's going to happen when it's going to happen.
It's kind of funny you say that because I'm kind of the same way. I've been going through that myself, right? But what I've learned, and it's not about me, but what I've learned, and Spirit will confirm, is they can show up any which way that they, that they're supposed to. If it's destiny, it's destiny. Will they knock on the door? You never know. Will they find you on Facebook? Maybe if you're on Facebook, you never know. See, what and the only reason I'm sharing my part is usually those are the messages of spirits reminding me of my situation. It's the same messages that don't think about how. Let them work their magic because they can drop in any which way. And I'll tell you a little funny story. I was sitting here one day, it was in the beginning of when I'm like, how am I ever going to meet him? I've been in my apartment, right? All of a sudden my phone dings. It's a text from somebody. I don't even know who it was. It was some guy. He thought it was someone else. It didn't go anywhere. But I was sitting there going, there's this guy, he's obviously on dating sites. And there it was, he texted me by accident.
Wow.
Okay, Spirit. And we chatted a little bit. But I'm like, okay, Spirit, you're telling me any which way you can make it drop right in. And the thing for you, I'm hearing very clearly, my dear, this is part of why they wanted me to say all this to you, so that you could recognize that we just, let it happen. Is that's exactly it. When you're not looking, honey,
Okay.
you'll be looking this way and all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, hi.
Yay. Yay. Yay.
Timing, they're not giving me quite the timing at this point, to be honest. I think some of this is you working a little bit with some of your fears, and you're getting, stopping the train every 5 feet to check it.
Okay.
They check the brakes. Is there enough, steam in the engine? Is it, you just left the station 5 minutes ago. It doesn't need to be checked.
Yes.
Not yet. You understand?
Trust.
Yes, my dear love, trust.
Yes.
Oh, right. Divine order, divine timing. Oh, I
Yep.
know how that goes. All right, my dear.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Okay,
Mhm.
Oksana, hi, how are you?
Hi,
Hello,
I'm fine. Hi.
hello. All right, let's go ahead and get you a reading, my dear love. Passion ignited. You are looking for more things and other things to really feel uplifted in life and to really feel like you have passion. I feel that I don't want to say it's, hold on, let me get this straight. You've been kind of going along life, not that life's been like completely boring, but I think you're looking for a little bit more excitement in your life. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, interesting card, truth came out. And let me see. And wisdom. Wow, look at these cards. Very cool. All right. First of all, I'm hearing from your team that part of it is you have to make it happen. You're part of it, and you know that. That's kind of a logical statement, but they want to remind you. And Oksana, I feel like, okay, it's one of two things. I can't quite make it out. So either you've had some ideas in the past, but you've kind of let them languish and kind of just sit there and haven't done a lot with them, or you haven't gotten real clear as to what your ideas are. I'm not sure which one, but I feel almost like a languishing. I feel like, your ideas of different things to ignite your life and get passionate is sitting right here. But it's almost like you haven't touched it, or you just poke it and then does that make any sense?
It does.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Because you know your life, I don't. So I'm trying to explain what I'm feeling. So I'm glad it makes sense to you. Thank you. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Were you going to say something else?
No, you can continue. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like it's almost like that's an interesting analogy. It's almost like it's almost like find that ball, like when we were kids, we had maybe a play ball or a kickball or something. It was always shoved in the back or in the back of the closet or whatever it is. That's what I'm being shown and told for you when it comes to your ideas. Dig them out from the corner of the closet, the back of the closet, and sift through them again. Because you're going to find one in there. It's either going to be the one idea that you're going to take off with, or it's going to spark a different idea. But I can see you getting some, an influx of some energy, some uplifting energy. I want to kind of say exciting energy. I'm not saying it's like this, oh my gosh, wow thing, but there's something in there that's going to ignite some of that passion for you. All right. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. It very much does. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you're so very welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. Okay, Liza, hello.
Yes, hi.
How are you? You know what? Give me 1 second, Liza. Oksana, I'm going to pull one more card for you.
Okay.
Spirit told me to pull one more card. I'm sorry, Liza. Give me one
That's all
moment.
right.
All right, memories of love. So to me, that's about remembering what did bring passion into your life. What gets you excited? I feel like you've kind of just been on this zone for a while, so you kind of lost some of that connection. You understand?
Yeah.
So spirit can help you, but you also, need to help yourself with that and take some action on it. All right? All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Liza, thank you so much, sweetheart, for being patient.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay, let's see what we have for you today. All right. I'm just throwing the cards all around. That's what I do sometimes. I throw my cards all over the place. Remember 52 card pickup? Anybody ever play that? We did when we were kids. Run out of the room. You do it. I don't know what made me think of that. All right. I guess throwing cards all over the place. Only Oracle decks mostly have 44 cards. Fours are usually the numbers of angels, so makes sense. All right, here we go, Liza. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath, honey. Firm foundation is the first card here. I feel like you like things kind of in order. You're very gentle in some ways. You're very just meticulous. It's not like you're going at a really fast pace. You're just kind of going along. But I feel like you have kind of, and I kind of see it around you, just an energy of some peacefulness, it feels like. So it feels like you work hard to create this for yourself. Now, I'm not saying you don't have drama with family and things like that necessarily, but I'm talking about your own personal world right now. Do you understand?
Well, it's very new. Because
Very
I'm
new.
used to the chaos.
But you
I'm
do
used
have
to the drama. So that piece is new. It's very new.
That's okay. It's there, and I picked up on it, which means if I pick up on something, that means it's in the energy. So that's kudos to you, even though it's really new, it's strong enough that I'm picking it up. Okay. So that's really, really important. And I feel that it's important now. I'm not a doctor. I do not take the place of a medical professional. I do not diagnose. Please seek one out. But I feel health-wise, it's important for you too. I'm not saying I see anything or I'm not looking at any medical conditions. I'm saying in general, I'm feeling that part of the push to do this was partly some sort of medical now or future medical that this is going to help with. Okay. You understand? All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So whenever you have confusion, whenever you have upset, Liza, because it feels like you try, you are working very hard to keep your head out of things and kind of, but when it comes to your doorstep, let's say, just shed some nice white light on it. Just keep shedding white light on the situation and on the people. That's just a high vibrational energy, and it can help shift the energy of the people, the situation, and maybe the outcome of the way they interact with you. The other thing is I'm being told that you, it's like, okay, you have every right to, for example, not engage if you don't choose to. Okay, with somebody or something, because I feel this is what I saw. It's like the phone rings and you look at it and you're like, oh, I don't know if I really want to deal with this. You understand? And so you have some guilt. You may make the choice not to deal with that phone call or that person, but I feel then you kind of shift somewhat into guilt and you go through in your head all this kind of minutia about, you did, you didn't, should I have, what should I have? I wonder what they need. I wonder if da 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 da.
Yeah.
If it's an emergency, my dear, 911 will come across and somebody will let you know. Absolutely got to have you now answer, right? So do your best to not go into that headspace on maybe I shouldn't have, what happened, I don't know, because it just obviously kind of puts a tweak in your peace and your calm. Okay. You everybody has a right to their boundaries. Everybody has a right to decide. You may have certain obligations. Okay, I get it, but many of us answer that phone when we don't want to, when we just need time for ourselves, right? And you have just as much of a right, and their stuff can wait. That's really what it comes down to. You have to discern for yourself, but it's really important, honey. And you know what? Very interesting. Intuition card came out, and I'm being told by your team, if you really need to answer that call, you will know. You get the gut feelings. You understand? So follow your intuition. That's where the truth lies. Follow your gut, follow your intuition. All right, my dear love.
Thank you.
You're so very welcome. Thank you. All right, Dawn. Can you hear me, Dawn? There you are, sweetie. All right.
Yes, I
I
can.
see, I see, there you are. Okay, I'm like, I see the eyes and the hair. How are you today, Dawn?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Glad you're joining us. All right, let's see what Spirit has to say for you today. You know, Claudine, I have to say, it's almost like you're taking a portrait. You're sitting there so perfectly. I'm like, what a great picture, isn't it? Hey, look at her. The whole time she's all regal and she's all, not from an ego place. I'm just saying, she's just sitting there so perfectly. Every time I look at her, I'm like, click, click, click. Where's your portrait? Okay, sorry about that, Dawn. It's just, I looked up and I'm like,
Okay.
I love it. All right, Dawn, here we go, honey. All right. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath, please, Dawn, because we need to clear some of that energy around you. You take on everybody's stuff, my dear love. You do not have to be the fixer for all, because you don't leave a lot of time for fixing your own life, whatever you feel you need to work on. Again, I know there's obligation, right? But
Yeah.
you're the one that's over there. You see, oh, I'll do it. You see somebody, oh, that's okay, I'll help. Oh, can I help you? And listen, there's a lot to be said for, you know, wanting to help people, absolutely, from the heart. But honey, you take on so much. Do not, I'm hearing your team say, do not necessarily wait until you're totally dragged out to carve out time for yourself, because I feel that's what you do lots of times. You will go and go and go, and you're like, oh, I'm getting tired, but I've got 5 different things to do over here, and 10 things over here, and 2 over here. Okay, and then you just keep going, and then you excuse me, everyone, I'm sorry, allergies. You just don't do it for yourself. Where'd Dawn go? Oh, there. Okay. You moved. I'm like, who left? Somebody moved. All right. So do you understand that so far?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't think I do that much of it, but I do work with a bunch of special ed kids. So it's probably more, yeah.
Okay. And you know what? This is the thing, as you said, I don't know if I do that so much. What I heard from Spirit Team, this is why it's beautiful to get the feedback, because they'll give me some clarification or what have we, is you may not physically be doing it, but mentally.
Yeah.
Mentally, you nonstop.
Yeah.
Nonstop. So that shows up in the energy. It doesn't always tell me whether it's head or physical, but you may not physically be doing it, but mentally you are. It's nonstop.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense now. Okay. Makes better sense. Okay. Yeah, cool. All right. So it's time for you. When is it going to be time for you, Dawn? Crown chakra. Well, isn't that interesting? I'm going to pull another card with that. Ooh, deception and envy. Okay. Okay. Don't get wigged out about deception and envy. It's just a jumping off point. I feel that you work so hard because you compare yourself to others sometimes. I feel like there's some kind of work ethic or something that was drummed into you as you were growing up, that the more you do, the more you do, the more you do. You understand? Okay.
I have 14 brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wow.
Makes so much sense.
Wow.
No wonder you've been running on empty for about 45 years, right? Okay, so the card I pulled was power. To me, power is more about empowerment. Okay, so it's really important just to take back your power with all of this and make your decisions. And it's going to take a little bit of time, I think, but when you find yourself mentally exhausting yourself, find a quiet space for a few minutes and just focus on your breathing. It's going to pull you out of that thought. It's going to get you to relax a little bit. And then you can start working on, when you're ready, it's not quite yet, I want to almost say shutting down the monkey mind, okay, and choosing when to have that open and when not to have it open. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're so very welcome. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Okay. Anna, I can't remember if I've read for you because some of the, you guys move around a little bit and I lose track. Anna?
Yeah, I would
Have
like to have a reading.
Okay, I have not read for you yet. I
No,
wasn't
you have
sure.
not.
Okay, I didn't think
Thank
so.
you.
But Abby, I read for you, right? You were the first one I think I did, right? I think I did Abby first. Does anybody remember? Yes. Okay, Claudine, thank you. All right, Anna, here we go, honey.
I'm ready.
She's ready. Woo-hoo. Are you thinking about taking a trip, but you're being apprehensive or something? What is that? First card I got though is wisdom. Can you answer that question, Anna? I feel like there's some sort of trip, but you're not totally engaging in it, or you're not, that's not quite the word. You're not totally embracing it. Is there some trip?
But there was one, and I would have been there actually right now, and I decided not to go.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because I'm like, that was the first thing that came through. There's a trip and you're not engaging. Well, now we understand. Okay. Spirit wants to say in many ways, crown chakra here, honey. I don't feel you really doubt your decision, but they just want to let you know that you did what you felt was obviously correct for you. And I feel like there may be a trip for you the end of this year. Towards the end of this year, they're kind of wishy-washy. Next year, though, you might take 3 trips to make up for time.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah. Now, trips, are they huge trips? Are they small trips? I don't know. I mean, even a weekender can be considered a trip. But I feel like you'll do some traveling. The crown chakra, Anna, I'm being told by your team that most times you live your life following your intuition. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. And they just want to recognize that and say kudos to you for that. Isn't this interesting? Another chakra card, solar plexus chakra. So that tells me solar plexus to me, I put the sacral and the solar together. That's just kind of the way I look at it, because I think they both play a very big part in how we show up in the world. They all do, but I see them as a distinct team amongst all the chakras. So, I feel, honey, that you are really, really tapped into your intuition. And the thing is, though, do not get upset with yourself if you do not follow it at some point or another. Sometimes your spirit team saying sometimes we throw something in the path just to see what you're going to do. Now, it's not you, Anna. It's just this is what spirit does. And I look away because it helps me focus, by the way, ladies. What they're saying is sometimes it's just okay, they're equating it to a doorbell ring. So in other words, just to remind you the door is still there, but they're talking about your intuition. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, because I do doubt it sometimes, should I do it? Yeah, I do waver.
Okay. So I don't even remember what they just said. That's what happens. It's out and it's gone. But Anna, I think that's really what they want you to know. They want to just bring you to the place where you trust your intuition more and more. And they will remind you, you can always ask anything you ever ask for. This is for everyone. Anything you ever ask for is under grace and in a perfect way, easily and effortlessly. So we can always make sure that, it's the highest good that's coming through to us from our spirit team, because they don't discern. Whatever we put out, they take the message and they run with it. They don't go, oh, she didn't mean that, or oh, she didn't mean this. They just hear our words and thoughts, and that's what they take, and they take as a communication. So it's just a reminder to you. Okay, Anna?
Thank you very much. It is something I want to strengthen.
Cool, very cool. Well, if you're ever guided, I do work one-on-one with clients too, to help them with their development, and it's specifically catered to them. So if you're ever guided, I'd be just so blessed and honored to work with you on that.
Thank you.
So welcome, honey. Okay, Joyce, are you there, sweetheart?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Okay, Joyce. Love begins. I feel like you've had a heck of a time the last, I don't know, 2-3 years. And it feels like transformation card came out. It feels like if you have not made the determination, or the declaration is really the word. I feel like it's right here, if you haven't already, that, now it's time for you. I feel like you're ready to carve out some time for yourself and take care of some things that unfortunately have had to be neglected. Do you understand?
Yes.
I want to show you the transformation card again. Okay, Joyce, because it's really important to remember that as you're moving through these things, it's not, I'm hearing from your team, it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's not that you're being less than to others. It just means that you're taking care of you and you're transforming who you are and how you're showing up in the world, because you're just, I'm not sure these are your exact words, but it's almost like you're just feeling just kind of so sick of it all. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Be careful with those words though, because we don't want to create with our words. When we say I'm feeling so sick, that could end up creating in the physical. I'm not saying you are, I'm just giving a heads up. That's how energy can work. So it's really important for yourself. Well, isn't this interesting, Joyce? I got a rejoice and celebration card. So that's telling me that you keep just taking the path, walking the path. And I'm being told that as you go along, celebrate your journey and celebrate your, not just your successes, but your attempts also. So if, when we're transforming, 3 steps forward, 1 step back, or as I like to say, my foot slipped off the path a little bit, and all that means when we have those moments, it just means it's a signal to us, hey, there's more to look at, there's more to process, there's more to heal. So it's not about picking on ourselves or judging ourselves. It's just to say, oh, okay, I see you there. Okay, we'll deal with it. Okay, so just, honey, really, it's important for you to celebrate yourself. And your spirit team really wants you to start that now. Doesn't matter. It's not like you have to be results based to celebrate yourself. You understand? Just celebrate yourself for being you, because you have a lot to offer. You're a beautiful divine being. All right, my dear love.
Okay.
All right, Joyce. Thank you so
Thank
very,
you.
very much. Okay, I think Carol is my last one. Is that correct? Have I read for everybody else but Carol? Okay, Carol, are you there? Can we unmute? I think it was Carol. Oh, she's at work. No camera or mic. That's right. Okay,
Yeah,
Carol.
she said she's ready. She wrote it in the text, in the message.
Oh, did I miss it?
Yeah, she's there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Carol. I wasn't keeping up on my chat too well. Sorry about that. I'm so knee deep in the readings. Oh wait, I missed that. Okay. Who said Carol to everyone? I've had someone show up at the door. So have I. Oh my gosh. Okay, Carol, thank you. And thank you for that help, Joanne. All right, Carol, here we go, sweetheart. The heart chakra. My dear, my dear, my dear, you are doing a lot of work around your heart chakra, around your heart, around hurts, around things in life. You're just really doing a lot of clearing work. That's the way I see it. And it's a beautiful gift to give to yourself. I feel too, be kind. Your team wants to say be kind and gentle, because sometimes when you get in the middle of projects, including transformations and work, around your chakras and things, you just want to go like, the rocket, 1,000 miles an hour. And really, this situation calls for gentleness also. You know this. However, sometimes you're like, I just want to get to the finish line. Yay, I can see it. But keep in mind that it's not just the destination that matters, it's our journey. Our journey is just as important, if not more important in some ways, as the destination itself. Spiritual strength, beautiful card. There you go, Carol. Hold on a second. If you are, and I think you are, I feel as if you are, building upon your own intuition and psychic abilities, honey. And you're doing it. You are doing it. You've got so much help. Wow, wow, wow. You've been really connecting strongly, or if you haven't, I feel like you're about to. You've been connecting very strongly with your spirit team. I feel like you've gone into this almost ritualistic. I feel like every day or every evening you have a conversation with either your angels, your spirit team, something going on there. So, honey, the thing is what spirit wants to tell you, what your team wants to tell you, is you're literally right in the middle of all this. So if you've been wondering where you are in your path, you're about halfway through. You're sitting right in the middle. You might be about 60%. You're on your way to 60%. So you've come a long way. Of course, there's still more growth. There's still more of the journey. And always remember, this is for everyone, not just Carol, that that no matter how far we are along in our journey, I think I said this earlier, it's always the same thing. There's always going to be things along the way that we need to either, pump up on, or we get so far in our journey and then spirit will throw us a quote unquote test. It's not anything to hurt us or to, put us on alert. It's just to say, hey, let's just see, let's make them aware how far along in their healing are they. And spirit is beautiful about doing that. Sometimes it hurts a little bit what shows up, I know, but it's all to be a beautiful gift. So Carol, keep working with your team on it. Oh, isn't this interesting? I was told to grab one more card as I was saying that. And I think I said, keep working with your team on it. And very interestingly enough, I love spirit. Partnerships and alliances card came out. So there's your validation that your team is just sitting right there with you and wanting you to lean upon them even more. So, all right. I hope that made sense, Carol. Thank you so much.
Carol asked a question in the chat.
Yes, I see that. Carol, are you seeing hurt coming up for me? Whoa, you mean when I said, oh, sometimes it hurts? I see. All I was referring to, Carol, with that is sometimes the tests are a little tougher than we maybe want them to be, honey. I'm not saying I see hurt for you. I know sometimes in these readings I talk very fast. I wasn't trying to say that you were going to see some hurt. I was just reacting to some of my experiences. So, and when I say hurt, it just kind of comes up in our face and we're like, oh, really? Okay. So that's all I really meant for you, Carol. So thank you for asking that clarifying question. I really do appreciate it. Partnerships and alliances, my spiritual team rather than humans. Well, the read today was in reference to your spirit team. As for humans, we can look at that next time. I didn't really look at that part. I really was talking about your spiritual team. That's what we were focused on today. So thank you. Okay, cool. Okay, Carol, I'm glad you joined us. All right, did I get to everyone today? I think I did. If there's anybody I haven't, please speak now or hold your peace until next month. Oh no, I'm just kidding. So anybody that I did not get to today, I think I got everybody, right? Okay, awesome. Which is perfect timing here. Before I let all of you go, I just want to say thank you so very much for being here today. I just love doing what I do. I hope today's journey helped you a little bit on your own path. And again, I am Elyse Ann Psychic, the Psychic Liaison, Bridge the Unseen. You can find me on Facebook under Elyse Ann Psychic. Or if you'd like, you can go to my website. You can learn more about me and all the services I provide and offer. And also, like I said in the beginning, I'll just finish up with this, that I have an email list and I offer exclusively to that email list a 3-card channeled message every month, along with their, some of the first to know about any promos or events or what have we, which I do have a Zoom gallery event coming up in May. I do 2 of them, which is similar to this. I do psychic mini readings with a very small intimate group. So you can check that out on my website, ElyseAnnPsychic.com. All right, everyone. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for blessing me today and honoring me to joining me today. And I do this on a monthly basis. So hopefully I'll see you again real soon. And if you find me somewhere else outside of here, great. Just touch base with me and say hi. All right, everyone, have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. Take good care, everyone. Thank you so
you.
very much.
Thank you.
Bye.